Okay, so in last class we discussed a different kind of CSS, like
Yeah, inline, internal, external.
exactly. So we discussed about the CSS, and in the part of CSS we discussed about inline CSS
Mm-hmm.
and internal CSS and external CSS, right?
Yeah.
And today we just want to discuss some different kind of attributes, whatever this is actually. Let me discuss with you about the color and background color first. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
let me discuss about the color and background color. See how this particular color and background color both properties are going to be working for the each and every attribute, each and every component in the CSS. Let me take a
Uh-huh.
new program and save it as. Let me take A6 new folder. Day 6. Okay, fine. In the part of day 6, I'm going to be preparing the concept called colors, colors.html. I just want to move with the colors.html here. And here I want to give the name of the program is colors. Okay, how to provide background, how to provide color for the body. For example, a lot of concepts available in the body. Let me take HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Some content is available in the body. What my requirement is, I want to apply some color for the body. So if I want to apply some color, what I want to do, let me write the style, internal style. This is the internal style, right?
Yeah.
And in this particular internal style, I want to provide some color for the body. What I want to do, a color, okay, colon. When I say color colon, and there are different kind of colors we can provide. Suppose I can able to take colors with, and these two components, color and background color, we will go with that three kind of things. One is color with name. Color with name we can do. That is web colors we can provide. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing is color with RGB. Color with RGB. RGB colors also you can do.
Yeah.
And the third one is color with
Code.
hash value. Hash value. Something like a hash value. So you can go with the color with the hash value also. And this particular hash value will be a combination of 0 to 255. Sorry, this is combination of characters and letters.
Yeah.
Okay, this is combination of characters and letters.
It's
And started
hexadecimal.
with, yes, started with hash value. This is called hexadecimal value.
Mm-hmm.
And color with RGB. RGB colors are going to be red, green, blue, red, comma, green, comma, blue. And these particular combination values you can do provide. And those particular values will be available to 0 to 255 range actually. Any value you are going to be providing, that value should be inside between the 0 to 255 only. So red
Yeah.
value I can provide something like a 10, green value I can provide something like a 250, and the blue value something like 100, and combination will become, okay, combination of colors will come red, green, blue values, that is called RGB function values. And hash codes also available, we can do provide with hash codes also. And when I come to the CSS3, there are some other colors will be provided. In CSS3 you can provide HSL value and HSLA values also, and RGBA also. Okay, I will tell you CSS3 later, but I'm not going in CSS3 directly right now. I'm going with CSS2. In CSS2 you can provide colors with the three things. One is the name of the color, one is the RGB function, and one more is the hash value, something like a Unicode value. Okay, let me do one thing for the body now. Okay, I'm providing body color should be something like a red. Okay, when I say body color is red here, so automatically you can see a complete body will be in the red color. See, HTML, CSS, JS will be in the red color, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what my requirement is, I don't want to take these things here, and I want to take H1s. Okay, let me take H1s. H1 will be HTML, and this will be CSS, this will be JavaScript. Okay, I'm taking three tags here. One is the HTML, one is the CSS, and one is the JavaScript. Okay. What my requirement is, I want to provide first H1, I'm providing the inline style, and color will be in the red color. Okay, this is with the normal value.
Yeah.
And for this one, I am providing color with the RGB function. RGB having something like a function, and in this particular function, you can provide something like a 25 comma 234 comma something like a 56. Okay, this is another way of providing the colors. And one more thing is color with the hash value. Hash something like a 00 FF00. Okay, 00 FF FF. Okay, fine. This is the combination I can provide like this. Okay. If you want to check with RGBs and this particular hash values, you can go with the colorpicker.com. Okay, there is a website called colorpicker.com. Let me type color picker online. You can go color picker online over there. So what you can do is color picker online. Whenever you search for color picker online, you can able to search a lot of colors over there. Okay, let me compile this. Okay. Okay, now my views are side by side. See, whenever you are doing whenever you are doing practice, browser and editor side by side, then it is very easy to understand. And can I go with the color pickers here? Color pickers, you'll be having some RGB value over there here, and there is some hex value over there here. Okay, suppose I just want to change my color. So this is my color I want to provide for the particular attribute, particular element. Okay, this is the color I'm taking. Okay, what is the X value for this? Something like this. You can do copy here. You can do copy here and you do paste here. That is the X value over there. And for that RGB is this one. This is the RGB. For example, I want to take RGB this one, this color. This is the RGB color for that. 113, 166, 85. I'm taking RGB value for that. This one. Okay. Color with the name is a normal one. So you can take a web colors, whatever you want. Okay.
Yeah.
And now what I want to do is I will save my application. I will run it. Okay. Now you can able to see whatever the colors you picked up, those particular colors are actually applied on top of this particular CSS, on top of this HTML. You can observe that. Okay. In the same way.
Is it possible, sir? Is it possible like I put the HT for one color, ML another color? Like
Yeah, you can
HT
do that.
red color,
Yes, you
how?
can do that. For HT, for ML, you one color. You then you put a span tag. For this one, you took a span close. Okay, what is span here? Span is a part of the text, right? Then you put
Okay.
a span. For the span, you can apply the colors. Okay, what you can do is for span, you put a style. Okay, so for span, you put a style.
Span is spell setting like this strong
That's
spine.
the problem. Span style will be color something like red, and this particular
Okay.
span style color will be green. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Whenever you can do that, automatically it will change. That is
Okay.
possible.
Got it.
That is possible. Okay, and
Yeah.
this is the way of providing the colors. And what it is happening, you see, observe something. Body color is something. Body color is actually red.
Yeah.
Body color is red, and but span is taking two other colors, red and green.
Yeah.
And H1 is taking another color, and
Yeah.
another bottom H1 is taking something like a blue color. What is happening? Your body overriding with the H1 style. It means what? See how the things are happening. I will tell you. See, I just want to give you very clear picture how the styles are loading in part of the CSS. So this concept is very important concept. You just want to get it understand. Styles loading process. Loading styles. Loading styles are very important to understand. Styles loading. Okay, styles loading process.
Watch. Oh. The.
Okay, styles loading process. So you just want to get it understand so how the styles are getting loaded. Okay, for example,
Mm-hmm.
in styles loading, on always inline is first preference. Always inline is the first preference. Let
Okay.
me tell you, this is the inline style. This is the inline style. For example, this is the internal style, and this is the external style. Okay, this is the internal, this is the external. Let me tell you, this is the external style I'm taking, and this is the internal style I'm taking, and here I'm taking inline style. This is the inline style. Inline style is always first preference. Inline style is always first preference. Okay, that is element level style. Element level style is always first preference. Okay, okay, let me tell you. Okay, for example, if I am providing the color, if I am providing the color in the external, if I am providing the color in the internal, if I am providing the color in the inline, then what it will happen? For example, here I am providing the red color, here I am providing the green color, here I am providing the blue color. Which style will
For
come?
same paragraph.
Same paragraph for same
Yeah.
element. For
Yeah.
same element, for same component, I am providing red, green, blue. Okay. Then what it will happen? Browser will understand. Okay, browser will take. Which one browser will take? Browser will take the last one. What is the
Inline.
browser? Browser will take always inline. Browser is taking, if it is inline is available, it will check inline. If inline is there, if inline style is there, it will check for inline. If inline is not there,
Yeah.
if inline is not there, it will go for other. If inline is not there, it will go for other. Other means what? Internal or external. Other means what? Internal or external. It will check the internal style is you're writing internal style or you're writing external style. It will check. Okay. If
If we have both of them, which one will be selected?
yeah, I will tell you. Okay. Internal style, external style, I will tell. Okay. First
Okay.
inline checking. If inline is not there, it will go for internal or external preceding, line preceding. For example, internal you are writing first. External you are writing second line.
Yeah.
Okay, here you are writing the red color. Here you are writing the blue color. Blue color will come. For example, in your style sheet, what you are writing is first you are writing external. First you are writing external style, and immediately you are writing the internal style. Internal style you are writing bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, and in this case, what is happening? This is the first line, and this is in the second line. And here you are applying the red and blue, or blue and red. Okay, which will come here? Which will come here? Red will come.
The second line.
The second line will always execute first. The second line is always execute first. That is called a line preceding
Oh,
process.
okay. Last one, you mean?
Yeah, last one. Last one, first out. Last one,
Okay.
first out. Okay. The last line will be executing in the browser tab. If inline is not there, in the case of inline is not there.
Okay.
In the case of inline is not there, that is the process. Okay. I will give you one example with the style precedings. Okay.
Yeah.
I will give you one example with the style precedings. Don't worry. Let it be. No worry. I'll take a colors. It is done. Now I will take a background color. How the background colors will be. What it is happening here? Body color is there. Body color is red color. And one more thing you have to remember. Suppose one more thing you have to remember. This is element level style preceding. For example, for body you are applying one color. Inside the body, sorry, for body you are applying one color. Inside the body you will be taking one division.
Yeah.
Inside the division you are taking one paragraph. Inside the
Yeah.
division you are taking one paragraph. Then what is happening? For body you are applying one red color. And
Yeah.
division you are applying green color. Paragraph you are applying blue color. Okay.
Yeah.
Then which color will come to the paragraph?
Blue.
Automatically blue. If you are not giving the blue here, then what color will come?
Def.
Green
Green.
color. If you are not writing the division color, if you are not writing style for the division, then
Yeah.
if you are not writing the style for the division, you are not writing the style for the paragraph also. Then automatically what color will come?
Red.
Okay, you are not writing the color for the body also. Then what color will come?
Default black color.
Default black color. Black color, nothing but your browser color will come. See,
Yeah.
whatever the browser default color is there, that browser color will come. If you are not writing this one also. Okay, just understand. This is like
Yeah.
a parent-child architecture. In your HTML, how you are actually maintaining your parent-child architecture, based on the parent-child architecture, colors are getting applied. Child will take always first. If if you are applying the color for the child, automatically it will apply. If you are not applying the child, it will take from the parent. If parent also you are not writing, it will take from the super parent. If you are not applying for the super parent also, it will take from the browser. Got my point, right?
Yeah.
1 second. Yeah. Yeah, this is the way of applying the styles. I will tell you one program also with the style precedings and all. Two programs I will take. One is this program I will take, and this program also I will take. Don't worry, okay? And coming to the background colors now. So colors we done, and the second thing is background colors. I will take a new program now, and let me save this one as a BG color. BG color.html. Let me tell you the BG color. How to apply BG colors. Okay, so for example, for the body, I'm applying the style. So this style is the background color I'm doing. So what background color for the body? I'm writing a light blue color. Obviously, complete body is applying with the light blue color, right? Or when I save this, when I execute it, obviously this will take in the blue, light blue color. You see this one? And come down. You take a H1. Okay, let me take a H1 and H1 close and HTML is simple. Okay, I'm taking three H1s over there, and CSS is simple, and JS is simple. I'm writing the three H1s here. Now, what my requirement is, I want to apply the background color
Yeah.
for each and everything will be the same color. What is the background color of the each and everything will be background color will be light blue. So based on your body, automatically background of the H1 is also light blue. But what I want to do is, I don't want to take the light blue for the first H1. What I want to do is light gray color. What I want to do is light gray color for the first H1. Automatically, this is taking light gray color. For the second one, what I want to do is background color will be something like a RGB. Okay, RGB. Let me take some RGB color for this. Okay, from the colorpicker.com, I'm taking this color. So this is the RGB color, this one. Taking this color. Okay, fine. Now you can see a background color got applied. Now I want to take the hash value, different hash value for this. Okay, let me take, there are multiple hash values are there. You can take this one for the last one. Okay, for the last one, style, background color. This one I'm applying. So when I'm applying this one, it is automatically taking this one. Okay, you can see, observe. So what is happening? Even the color and background color both are same. The only the property name is changed. Color is text color. Background color is the BG color. Color is the text color. Color is the text color. Background color is the BG color. BG color for any element. I got clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the way of applying the things and all. And let me do a parent-child architecture of the CSS. Let me do a parent-child architecture of the CSS. Okay, parent-child CSS. Okay, let me do parent-child CSS. Okay, how this particular CSS will be executing for you? HTML. Okay, PC parent-child architecture. Okay, for example, for body, I'm applying the style. For body, I'm applying the background color is light gray. For body, I'm applying the background color as a light gray. So let me execute this one now. If I'm executing this one, light gray color apply the for the body. Okay, for inside the body, what I'm doing now? Inside the body, what I'm doing now? I'm taking a division. Let me take a division. And inside the division, I'm taking the H1. This is simple thing, okay? Inside the H1, I'm taking
Yeah.
a span. Inside the H1, I'm taking a span. Okay, for the division, I am applying a background color now. Okay, division style, background color is yellow. Division style, background color is yellow. Now what you can see, okay, I don't have any content in the span. So HTML, okay, CSS, JavaScript, my favorite. Okay, fine. I can do something here. What is happening? What is happening? So, for example, if you are applying the division color, right? If you are applying the division background color, that is the
Yeah.
where it is taking the yellow. If you don't apply, it will be the background color light gray only.
Yeah.
But whenever you are applying the yellow, automatically it will take the yellow color.
Yeah.
Automatically take the yellow color. Okay, for example, for H1 also I'm writing the style. For H1 also I'm writing the style. Background color, take a pink. Okay, when I say pink, automatically it will take the pink color. Okay, why? Because yellow is overriding with the pink.
Yeah.
Okay, now for example, what I want to do, for span I am applying the one more style. For span I am applying the background color is, okay, what color you want? Okay, green.
Red.
Fine, any color you take. Okay. Now you take a green. What happened? You see that only for
Yeah.
that particular span it is taking. It is not taking the complete H1. You got observe?
Yeah.
Span is the part of the text, right? Span is
Yeah.
the part of the text. So only particular span it is got applied something. So this is the way of actually parent-child style proceeding. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what I want to do is style preceding example. Okay. Style preceding. Style preceding dot html. Sorry, my type is not right. Style preceding. Okay, let me do one thing. I will write for body. I will write three type of styles. Okay, for body, I am writing the inline style first. For body, I am writing the inline style first. Light gray color I am taking. Light gray color I am taking for the body. Let me do what is happening for this body. What is happening for the body? Light gray color taken. Okay, for example, I am writing the internal style. Background color, style background color, style for body, right? Body background color is light green. Okay, if I am providing the light green here, if I am providing the light green here, what is happening? Light green is overriding with the gray. For example, I'm not writing the inline style here. I'm not writing the inline style here. Now, what is the body background color? What is the body background color? Light green color. Light green color actually taking from the inline style. Why? Because
Yeah.
you are not writing any inline style. You are not writing any inline style. You are taking internal style only. It is directly applying the internal style. It is not taking the inline style. But whenever you provide inline style, automatically inline style is overriding with your internal style. Inline style is overriding with your internal style. Got my point?
Yeah.
Okay. For example, I want to write a separate style sheet. Okay, style.css, style.css. I want to write, and same thing I want to do. Body background color should be something like a pink. Okay, what I want to do now is, okay, I want to call the external style sheet after this. Link relevant style sheet href. Okay, what is the name of the file we taken? Style.css. Okay. Now, external style is also calling. I'm not writing inline. If you don't write inline, it will take from the internal and external only. Correct or not? So this is the internal and this is the external. We are writing internal in the 6th line, external in the 10th line. What is happening now? 10th line is overriding by the 6th line. Can you see this? Can you see this?
Yeah.
Now,
If we move this link up.
yeah, I will do. Now, if I move this one into the top, if I move this one into the top, what is happening now? Now, what is happening?
Okay. Got it.
Okay, so line by line execution. This is completely line by line execution. Okay, so line by line execution process.
Yeah. Clear.
Okay, so if you don't have inline, everything should be like this only. You don't have inline, everything will be like this only. Okay, for example, if I take inline also now. Okay, if I take inline also now, what will take? Obviously, so internal and external we don't care. Internal and
Yeah.
external we don't care. Obviously inline will take first.
Yes.
Obviously inline will take first. Got my
Yeah,
point?
clear. Yeah.
Okay, so 1 second.